Hello sports fans, Clump here with TTM video number 98. Got 6 returns to go through, all successes. First is a 2 of 2 in 12 days from former Major League pitcher Dave LaRoche. Mr. LaRoche signed the 82 tops. Get a nice look at the facsimile and the real deal next to each other there. It's pretty cool. And the 81 Fleer for the project. Very cool. He also answered 2 questions. I asked him, do you have a favorite strikeout or moment in your career? He said the 81 World Series, and he had 2 strikeouts in the 81 World Series. So, very cool. And I asked him, who's your favorite catcher to work with? Jeff Torborg, which makes sense. Jeff Torborg was catching during Sandy Koufax's perfect game and during Billy Singer's no-hitter. So, he knew what he was doing. Next is a 1 of 1 in 17 days from another former Major League pitcher, Dave Goltz. Not only another former Major League pitcher, but another former Major League pitcher that also pitched in the 81 World Series. On the winning side, he also served in the Army during Vietnam as a helicopter mechanic. So very cool. Thank you for your service, Mr. Goltz. Next is a 1 of 1 in 38 days from former Major League catcher Ed Ott. Former Major League catcher and Major League coach. Coached my Detroit Tigers in the early 2000s when Brandon Inge was catching for the Tigers. So, like that little bit of Tigers trivia there. He was part of that 79 World Series championship team. He coached all together from 89 to 2002 for the Astros and the Tigers. Next, it's a 2 of 2 in 60 days from former NFL tight end Ozzie Newsome. Mr. Newsome signed the 2001 Topps Archives, the Hall of Fame inscription. Awesome. And what year did I discover this was? 2013 Upper Deck SP. Commemorating his time with Alabama Crimson Tide when he was a wide receiver. All-Pro numerous times with the Crimson Tide down there. Amazing career, college and Hall of Fame, and wound up in the college and NFL, wound up in both Hall of Fames. Was a 3-time Pro Bowler and won 2 Super Bowls as an executive with the Ravens. Next is a 1 of 1 in 17 days from another former Major League pitcher who pitched in that 81 World Series, Goose Gossage. Sent the Goose my 81 Fleer for the project and $5, and he hooked her up beautifully. Thin blue Sharpie, unmistakable signature. Very happy to have the Goose for the project. $5 is a steal. I was 1 short. It's all right. Goose is a 9-time All-Star, led the AL in saves 3 times, and was a World Series champ in '78 with the Yankees. Last is a 2 of 1 in 25 days from former Major League pitcher Jim Perry. I sent Mr. Perry the 89 Swell Baseball Greats and $5, and he signed it beautifully. And in my letter I wrote to Jim Perry, I mentioned that I was a huge Tigers fan and talked about the Tigers and him being on the Tigers and he included in my return a 74 tops of him on the Tigers. I could not believe it. I was blown away that he did that. He wrote me a little note. He said, "Kurt, thanks for the 5. He says, "I have sent this card of the Tigers." He says, "Have friends send card, my signed card." So I think he's saying send him cards. Everybody, $5 a piece. Send him $5, but send him cards. He's ready to sign. I just ordered a beautiful card off of Sports Lots to send him again. And all you guys, the more cards, the better. Jim Perry is ready to sign. I would like to thank Mr. Perry for his extreme generosity. The Goose, Ozzie Newsome, Ed Ott, Dave Goltz, Dave LaRoche. Thank you guys for watching. Best luck on your return. See you again soon.